Welcome back to On Point today from the Summerdale Church of Christ. This morning as I was sitting here at my desk, I was reading Micah chapter 6, and there's a verse here that's probably familiar to you. It's in verse 8. It says, "He's shown you, O man, what is good, and what does the Lord require of you, but to do justly, to love mercy, and to walk humbly with your God." I love that passage for several reasons. One is because when I was a student at Heritage Christian University, at that time it was International Bible School, or International Bible College, we actually had a professor named Jerry Davidson that encouraged us to work a expository sermon out of this passage. As three major points, and it's one of the first sermons I remember really getting some help with to get put on paper exactly what I think we should pull from the text. And I loved being able to develop that expository sermon. It actually gave me encouragement to write more expository sermons. But notice these three things. Micah says, I need you to, if you really want to serve God, you need to do justly. That means you practice justice. You do the right thing, just and right and pure. And think about all those lists that Paul gives in Philippians chapter 4. But it begins with this thought of doing things that are just. We're thinking about things that are fair, things that are right. The second is he says to love mercy. Now that really, you think about love and you think that's a great characteristic, but he says we love mercy. We love to see when there is forgiveness. We love to see when good has been done and it affects the whole. And then finally, the walk humbly with our God means that we individually see our Christianity in our context, there in their godly walk, to walk as close to the Lord as possible. In other words, we're stepping in the footprints that God has left for us. As we read the Word of God, as we begin to walk our Christian faith, we should walk in such a way with humility, humbly before your God, recognizing that He is in control. You surrender yourself and you allow yourself to be guided and led by a loving God. I hope that helps you today. Think about that great verse and how it impacts you and what you can do to share that with someone else. We thank you for tuning in today to On Point.